My name's Tanner Donovan. We're group 13 and we chose 1860 Italia. Problem/potential solution we found with 1860 Italia is their lack of social media presence. We utilize surveys to help us find the potential solution to this problem and figure out what would be the best solution. One solution we covered is the idea of creating advertisements and social media posts tailored to college students. We had also thought about the idea of potentially hiring a social media intern, and the market structure for this business would be perfect competition.
My name's Kyle Peavy, and the main goal of our group is to aid 1860 Italia in increasing their lunch sales. We want to determine the most effective ways to reach our target demographic, which primarily is students of Texas A&M. To do this, we focused on multiple objectives appealing to such demographics, one being the development of a social media strategy. This will include having a social media intern to coordinate tailored posts, campaigns such as deals, determining the most cost-effective solutions for these. Analyze primary data through surveys, which in turn will provide us with the actual preferences of customers to base these plans off of.
Howdy, my name is Connor Scott. We had two surveys that totaled 30 questions. We had 44 respondents between them. We posted our surveys to the TMU group Snapchat in order to recruit these participants. Some of the key questions that we asked are how old the respondents were, what price they would expect to pay for a two-person dinner, and if they believed whether or not a social media intern would benefit 1860 Italia by increasing social media presence. The variety of questions we used in our surveys provided essential cross-sectional data. We use both qualitative and quantitative data, such as how much someone would like to spend on a two-person dinner without drinks and what the chances a respondent would dine at 1860 Italia based on certain specials. Since we used a survey to collect our data, our results were stated and considered primary data. We use our regression analysis to find what our consumers' WTP was for a two-person meal without drinks based on their age. We also grouped similar questions together from the surveys in order to find out what specials and advertisements would be better depending on the day of the week. The age of the respondents were between 18 and 30 years old. Of this age group, 95% are students of Texas A&M. The vast majority of our respondents have never dined at 1860 Italian. This is not surprising because 57% of the respondents have never heard of the restaurant.
Howdy, my name is Hannah Bryant. Graph is the willingness to pay for a two-person meal correlated to age. As we can see from ages 18 to about 23, it consistently goes up until we reach $80. From there, it goes down to age 30. And then our second figure, we are focusing on the p-value, which is 0.7. That is higher than 0.05. This reveals that the variables are most likely not correlated. It just means that we cannot directly assume how much someone is willing to pay for a two-person meal based on their age.
My name is Evan Ehrlich. Learning how to interpret a regression analysis played a big role in our lectures and our project. Using data analysis, we were able to determine how elastic customers are to price changes when it comes to dining at 1860 Italia. As deals or promotions occur, more people are willing to dine at the restaurant, meaning the demand will increase. If the restaurant increases the number of customers, the supply for food needed to keep the business operational will increase, leading to higher demand rates within the agricultural industry.
There are limitations to our data and our proposed method. So for our data, 60 responses is generally considered a good amount of data to have, but we only received a total of 44 responses across both surveys, and the survey was only marketed towards TAMU students who don't have diverse data, which could have some limitations. The owner might not feel comfortable with sharing their social media passwords with a social media intern, or the owner might not have resources to compensate the intern, such as money. The owner might not want to authorize all deals and promotions suggested by the data. A big part of our data is focused around discounts, which the owner might not be on board with. The data we collected through our survey serves great purposes. We were able to collect consumer preferences and attitudes of college students in the Bryant and College Station areas. We proposed two ideas to the owner, utilizing the data collected from our surveys and hiring a social media intern. The intern can utilize the data to create posts and come up with promotions that will encourage college students to dine in at 1860 Italia. Our data shows all the different types of discounts that are effective among the participants. For example, a student discount. The social media intern could encourage the owner to implement that discount and allow it to be advertised on social media. And by using the data collected, it can help the owner of 1860 Italia increase sales during lunch hours, which is the main goal of our project. And here's a list of our references. Thank you for listening.